We're back. We got cut off from the internet in the mountains. Ooh, this is a bumpy freeway for y'all to get in. But we were chatting about the conversations that were discussed on the news the other night, and a couple. So as we know, the other night on one of the news stations, they put out about the time frame for when the call and everything came in. The chief cleared that up today and stated that that is just in regards to the time frame that he was given by the adoptive parents, the West. Just that those time frames coincide for when they called in. It doesn't mean that they're not under investigation. The investigation is still active, and I'm sure the investigation is going to be active for quite some time still. And then we spoke about Jacqueline's mother and taking the kids there to visit. He is aware of that. I also asked a couple questions which he could not speak on at this time. One question was the fact of when did Children's Services last see Orrin and Orson West, aka Classic and Sincere? But that cannot be commented on. That'll come at a later date. There's a lot of questions everybody has about what's going on with this case. We do know that stuff that has been pulled out from that home is currently being analyzed by Bakersfield PD, CSI, and possibly even the FBI. It was definitely stated that it's under suspicious circumstances. As most of you know, it's been very, I guess you could say, very elusive since the beginning. The adoptive parents, Jacqueline and Trezell West, when they gave their interview, there were no emotions, no tears, no nothing. And even to this date, there has been no other interviews with them, with any news entity in regards to this. But literally, it's been stated that there's so many tips coming in to the different agencies that are working this, that they seriously have their hands full trying to cover all of the different tips that are coming in. Not only tips, they're going through evidence. They have, Cal City Police Department is a small police department. I think there's a total of 13 sworn officers there. There's approximately 15,000 people in the city. And that's not a large force. That's definitely one of the reasons why they asked for outside help. You guys have seen a lot of videos. There's a lot of videos out there. We've done a lot of videos. I released one video yesterday that took, some people are mad about it, but I made sure that no faces were seen in that video of the children going to that house to visit. Within 3 to 5 days after this whole thing started. Some people, it's not confirmed, but I've seen many people stating that Jacqueline's mom may possibly be a social worker. That is not confirmed. It's very hard to confirm something like that because of the type of job it is, especially if somebody has foster children, which she does have foster children. As far as her first name, all I've seen her first name is Sherry, but people have spelt it in many different direct ways. We don't know what the true spelling is of the mother's name. We do know that when we went to Bakersfield, that vehicle that came with those children was in the parking lot with the eyelashes on it that those children got out of. Usually they can get DNA out of ashes. It just takes quite some time. Because basically what they have to do is they got to replicate a growth. If they find one little granule, then they can replicate a DNA if something was burned. And it's CSI. If you've watched some of the CSI shows or talked to some of the homicide detectives. Okay, as far as missing kids, usually missing children cases are handled by a homicide detective or somebody of that caliber. If you call in to like the sheriff's department and ask them about a missing child's case, they will refer you over to the homicide division. It usually goes to homicide because they do most of the investigations for missing children. The thing is I know we all want answers right now. We definitely do. Everybody does. It's been, I think it's 36 days now. And we want answers. But we also have to understand that part of the investigations come down to DNA, lab results, everything of that sort. And that could definitely take some time. If you think about it, to do a DNA, if they got to replicate somebody's DNA, 6 to 8 weeks is sometimes a minimal. I mean, sometimes even, you know, pulling other, like now, you know, with the fact that they brought those children into the home, that brings a scent of 3 more children into that home. Evidence, I mean, no matter what it is, I mean, they pulled some very large bags of evidence out of there while I was there. I don't know what else they pulled out other times, especially when they were in the rear yard or going through the house, through the backyard. But I'm sure they're testing what they brought out of that home. As far as the cameras that were in the window, we do not know who put those there or if they were put there after the children went missing. It has not been confirmed actually who put those cameras in the windows. We have not had that confirmed yet. But we do know that yes, there were cameras in the front. There was a camera, at least one front camera, one on the side facing the field, and we don't know about the back and the other side. We saw at least cameras that one was facing the front street, one was facing the field. But all we do know is the chief said this is not going to be a cold case. He is not going to give up on this case. And all we really can do is we can pray for closure on this case. Either way it may go, we need to pray. And if there's any of the family members from any of the sides that want to do what we call an open mic interview, we will ask you your name. We will ask you to spell it. And then we will ask you where we're at and why we're there, and give you open mic to give us your story about the whole situation. And it will go on uncut. We will not be editing it like a normal news company does. We don't do that. And if any of the family members do want to contact us, please contact us at 661-456-6978. That's 661-456-6978. We will give any of the family members open mic in regards to this case. Other than that, folks, there's really not any updates in regards to this, but that it is still an open case. It will remain open. We will not be stopping also. And I will say God bless everybody, and may everybody have a blessed day. And may God hold these children in his arms.